Okay. So, kung titingnan natin, ito yung mga placement o pinaglalagay ng pera sa Philippines, the same with the other countries. Pinakita ko lang ng malaki. Sabi dyan, 85 billion daw napupunta sa mutual fund. Mutual fund. So, it's a form of savings, a form of investment na ino-offer ng some banks or some financial institution na most of us, I think, hindi masyadong kilala or I don't know. So, some naman nilalagay sa equity. So, ito yung 50 billion napupunta sa equity. Ang equity ito yung mga private institution or corporation that offers bonds, stock, shares, mga ganon. And the 350 billion napupunta sa mga life insurance company. So, ganon kalalaki. Yan yung representation nung kung saan na napupunta yung mga pera sa Pilipinas. Okay. So, kung titingnan natin, yung 3 trillion na yan, bakit ang laki? Diba? Kasi, unang-una, we are still using that traditional way of saving. Which is depositing on the bank while being eaten up by inflation. So, ganun po. So, bakit binanggit ang inflation? Let me share to you ano bang ibig sabihin ng inflation. So, economic inflation. Ang inflation kasi, ibig sabihin niyan, okay, ito yung historical chart niya, historical ano niya. Noong 1984 daw, which is yung nasa baba, kung kita niyo lahat, yung 4 pesos and 14 centavos mo ngayon, noong 2004, piso na lang siya. Okay, so nag-devaluate na siya. So another way to see it, for example, you have 4.14 million pesos last 1984, and today is 2009. So yung value ng pera mo is already 790,000 pesos na lang. So that's the impact of inflation. Okay. In other words, if you are saving money in the bank, for example, they give you 3% interest rate or time deposit. Why? Today, the inflation rate is around 2009. Average inflation rate ngayon actually is 8 to 9%. So if you put your money in the bank, natatalo na agad kayo ng 8 minus 3, 5%. Whereas, banbaw, meron kayong pera today, nilagay nyo lang sa bahay nyo. Every year, hinayaan nyo lang nasa piggy bank nyo. So, ibig sabihin, ang risk naman nun, natatalo kayo ng inflation. So, every year, nang-devaluate yung pera nyo ng 8 to 9%. So, naintindihan nyo?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the main agenda for tonight. So, what is financial planning? Okay. Financial planning is the process of meeting your life goals through proper management of your finances.
Okay.
Ibig sabihin, this is a process. And dapat daw, should be lifestyle. Lifestyle dapat natin, especially sa mga disciples, na nagkakaroon tayo ng financial planning. Amen? It's a process of anticipating and deciding. Like for example, you may wish or you may plan a certain path of buying like car, di ba? Hindi mo lang basta-basta bibili niyan eh. Or a wedding, hindi ka lang basta-basta pwedeng pakasal. Kailangan planuhin mo muna. Alamin mo muna kung nasaan ka ngayon financially. Yun ang point ko doon. Okay? Ang objective niya is to make advanced provision. In other words, to make preparation. Amen? Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you think it's important to save?
Siyempre, Han.
So, there are common reasons why people save. Based ito sa mga experience ko, I actually ask people or interview people during my working career, tinatanong ko sila, why do you save? Ang sagot nila sa akin, kasi gusto kong bumili ng bahay, gusto kong bumili ng kotse, gusto kong bumili ng plasma TV, material needs.